11 years old. I'm from Slovakia. Well, it all started when I was a baby. I couldn't hear properly. My dad wanted to buy a big speaker so I can hear properly much. While a few months, my dad decided to go another country to get me better life because he didn't know what's wrong with me and why I should have this or something, what I need for help me. Yeah, so we went for England, but my great-grandpa and granny said, don't leave, we want you to stay here. But my dad said, no, we'll be safe. And so we went to England. We went in an airplane, then got to England. Then after that, we went to our granny's house. Then we stayed there a few months. Then my dad decided to take me to the doctor to see what is wrong with Saskia, why she needs this, so my dad found out that I need to wear hearing aids. So a few months, my mum decided to find a new school because my mum couldn't speak English, so my mum needed help. Yeah, so my mum found this school, Phoenix Primary School, and I really enjoy it. It's safe. It's very safe for me. I feel like this is my home, and this is amazing.
That's lovely. How long have you lived here then? So did you come over when you were 11? No, you're 11 now, sorry.
I was in year 2, so yeah.
Oh, so where was it that you were born?
I was born in Slovakia.
So what's your favourite thing about where you were born?
Well, of course it's very hot. Well, there's no, you can't, because right here you just watch your phone or stuff, but in Slovakia it's just a lot of, because you have different children member of there, and you can just play anywhere.
Yeah, so you play out more when you're there. So what's your favourite thing here then?
Here, well, of course school, because a lot of education, just everything.
Yeah. So have you made a lot of friends while you've been here? Yeah, that's good.
Really nice. Have you any questions?
So my dad was a soldier, and then it was really dangerous for the soldier families where we lived in Iran. We would usually get threatenings, and they would capture my brother and tell him to leave the country as soon as possible, or otherwise it would be dangerous. So after a few months, what the government thought it was better for us to leave the country, and that's what we did. With the support of the government, we got to Turkey on a bus, and then to France on an aeroplane. Then what my mum thought was that it was better for me to go alone with what I believe was my auntie, but it was my mum's friend, a close friend to my mum. So I went there, have to be away from my mum for a few months, around 4 or 3 months. It was really hard for me, because imagine being without your mum. I was really worried, if would I ever see my mum again? Would she be safe? Or my 2 brothers, would I ever meet them again? After a few months, I got the news that my mum and 2 brothers were in England. So as soon as I heard that, my mum's friend drove me to meet them. I was delighted to meet them, because I missed them a lot. And we went, and then after that we went to a hotel, which is a hostel. We stayed there for a few months, and then it was in London, and then in London we came to Wigan in a hotel for 4 months, and after that we got a house, and my brother thought that it was better for us to get into a school to start learning the language. I was at the first time we couldn't find any schools, because the reason was that no one would accept other countries, people from other countries, or it would be full. Then we found Phoenix Primary School, which was welcoming and was really nice to me as fit. But I was kind of feeling nervous and excited, because I was thinking, would I ever learn the language, or meet any friends, or would I get like bullied because I couldn't speak the language, or I'm from a different country and different nationalities, but it was all different than what I was thinking. Finally got to learn my language from here, and after a few months I found out that my mum has breast cancer. She went through a lot of treatments, and I had to go to her appointments to interpret for her, as there wasn't any interpreters for some appointments. After the treatment from the sport of school, through the treatments they would pick me up and drop me off home and help me to learn the language. Yeah, that's basically. And then we got the news that my dad was dead last year.
Do you have, what's your favourite part of the journey that you took? So transport, or something you saw that was really nice?
It was the different countries that I went to.
Different countries.
Yeah.
Because you've already done so much travelling and you're still so young, you've been to places that we might never go to, so that's quite exciting. So what was your favourite thing about back home where you were born?
Well, being with my dad was my favourite thing, and the weather was really nice.
And what about here?
Like the school and how people treat you in here.
Yeah. Have you got a lot of support here and things
Yeah.
like that? That's good.
How difficult or easy do you find it to learn English? How long did it take you?
Well, I joined in year 4. I came with a little bit of English, like just like saying hi or hello, how are you, it's your name. I knew those kind of stuff, but like as I got into year 5, I learned the language so quickly.
Yes, your English is amazing. Your English is amazing. You've learnt it so well. Thank you. Any more questions? Thank you. Should we move on?
My name is Mohammed and I'm 10 years old now. My story started when I was a baby, I think. Yeah. I heard my grandma or someone say that some people are coming for something that they're going to do. Yeah. Because my granddad was a warrior. So if they see my granddad, yeah, they will kill him. So they have to see us. So my sister, yeah, she walks to school, yeah. And sometimes people catch her and tell her, where are you from, and what is your second name? And if she tells them my second name is Adia, she will get kidnapped. So my dad went to England for 5 years, and I stayed in my country. Then my dad came back, then went again out. Then my dad went for 1 year to Libya, then he went to England, then came back. Then we went with him. So we stayed in my hotel for 4 years or so years. Then my dad said, we need to school to English. And find my mother house. So I went to my friend's house, yeah, and lived there. Now I live here in this house, yeah. And then I found the school.
And do you like the school?
Yeah.
Really? What's your favourite part of the school?
Friends.
Ah, that's nice. So who did you come with then? Because was your dad already here?
My whole family.
Your whole family. And do you have any brothers? Oh, you have a sister, don't you? Do you have any other brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters.
Oh wow, that's a big family, isn't it? Do you like having that many brothers and sisters?
Not really.
Not really. Oh.
So where did you used to live?
I used to live in a hotel.
No, what country?
Libya.
Libya. What did you like best about Libya?
Nothing.
Did you not like the weather or anything? No.
Because if you don't have shoes, yeah, my uncle will hit you with with the bat.
So what about here? What do you like about here?
Everything.
Everything.
My name is Hamza, I'm from Syria and I'm 11 years old. So my story started, I was in Syria. I was 4 and then the war broke and then we had to move to a better place so we calmed down. So we decided to move to Saudi Arabia and we had a car which with 4 people on it. So we took our family and we thought we can go back and take like the rest of it. But we couldn't go back, so we took our family. And then while we were going to Saudi Arabia, my granddad died because of the war and the bombs. And when we got to Saudi Arabia, thought everything was going to be fine. So I was like 9 and we had to, and my dad couldn't get a job because his contraction ended. So we had to move to another place. We thought we were just going to move to England and everything was going to be fine. But we tried to move there, but we couldn't because our whole family can't just move there right away. So my mum went there and she thought she was going to get us there easily. But we had to wait 2 years until she got us to England. So I had to leave my mum 2 years until she got us to England. And then we got to England and everything was fine.
Did you travel by plane, by boat, or by train?
My mum travelled there and then she got... we went to Saudi Arabia, then Kuwait. We lived in Kuwait for 2 months and then from Kuwait to England.
Do you like Saudi Arabia?
No.
No. Do you prefer here?
Yeah.
What's your favourite part here? Or what's your favourite thing about school?
My friends.
What was your favourite part of your journey? Something good that stood out?
It was fun living in Kuwait.
It was fun living in Crete. I bet it was. But the weather was nice.
How old were you when you came to England?
I was 10.
Did you speak any English before you came, or have you learnt it here?
I learned a bit.
Which is amazing.
What made you feel welcome when you came to the UK?
All the teachers and all my friends.
Can you remember when you saw your mum again for the first time after 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it like?
I didn't really, I forgot how she looked like. So I looked at her and then I said like, that can be her. And that was...
Any other questions?
She used to if I was 2, I would be kind.
Can any of you remember your very first day at Phoenix Primary School? What can you remember about it?
I didn't know how to do anything. I started still and then I got a test. I did maths test, and then I knew how to do numbers in English, and then I got used to them. But I used to write Arabic words, but now I forgot how to.
So did you get a little bit confused when you first came in? Yeah. That's understandable.
All I liked was the only thing that I liked about learning was maths.